go. Although this is still loading. It's fine. No one expects to come into these live streams with everything working. Oh, that's my fan. I was like, what is that? It's my fan. My computer is breathing hard. I have to get everything else set up. There's that one. You'd think I'd have had enough time to set this up, but in fact, I have not. I've gotten there it is. Very distracted. Just go ahead and open that up. What's the other one? Oh yeah. I can pull that one up too. Nice, I'm already logged in. And then where is OBS? There it is. Technical difficulties, of course. Always technical difficulties. If that isn't the usual, I probably look extremely robotic, but for some reason this is just how this game makes my computer and my stream run, although sometimes it picks up again. Hopefully that's the case. Hopefully it will pick itself back up. We're just chilling and writing. That's the name of the game today, essentially. There we go. Flawless. Beautiful. Task and timer. Excellent. Okay. Well, I think I know what I'm gonna... I have a little bit more planning involved today with what we'll be doing. We're gonna be doing it in For the Words as we did yesterday. So yeah, this is a writing live stream where essentially I'm just kind of doing excuse me. I am doing... Oh god, my brain really does not make it to 9 p.m. for live streaming very good. I'm a lot more tired for these live streams than I used to be. Yeah, it's just I'm doing Writathon for Royal Road, and I had suggested that it might be fun to maybe write on live stream, and everybody said that that sounded really cool, and so here we are. I'm gonna scoot this one actually up to the top. I goofed and I wasn't able to finish this one. Let's check and make sure that I don't have anything that's done. I don't know if I have any other quests for this event. I think they're all like, well, I have this one. I still need to beat these two. This is, okay, so I explained this yesterday, but I'll explain it again just in case. This is For the Words. It is a sort of gamified... Oh gosh, here comes a yawn. Ooh. Oh my. Okay. It is a gamified writing software. I think there's a free version of it now. It used to be only accessible if you paid for it, but they do now have like a free version that has... It's not like the best... I have a calendar? Oh, it just shows what I've done. And you have like writing streaks that you can do, that you can keep up with, and you get rewards for doing your writing streaks. Some examples are down here. You just get really, really fancy wings the longer you go. I've gone up to 30. My next one is going to be 90 days, and I get these super cool wings on writing in the first 35 minutes this time. I think so. I am planning on it. But yes, so you have enemies that you fight with via words, and that's basically that. This was an old cover that I was planning on doing or using that I also made in Canva versus the new one, which I can show what it looks like actually. Let me see. Let me get that out of the way just to see. Where's my downloads? There we go. Oh no, never mind. Just kidding. I don't have the new one in my downloads. Lol. I guess I could show the fiction page. Let's see. There it is. See, here's my beautiful cover that I threw together in Canva all by myself. It is not as cool as that might make it sound, because it is literally just a background image that I pulled from a template, and then I grabbed some flies and got the free trial for Canva. Oh, but oh, biscuits. Woo! I made the thumbnail for this video in Canva. Oh, the house. So the house exists. The woods. Okay, hang on. Let me think. So the book is called House of Flies, but while there is a house, one of the reasons I chose the forest was actually because of the importance of the woods in the story as well, and also the dude in the woods with his back turned to the camera. I thought that was like super cool. So even though it's called House of Flies and the cover does not have a house, the house is in the woods that I'm writing about, or that they will eventually get to. So hang on. I did do some thinking today, some planning, and let's see if I could, I hope, no, that's not the right one. Postbox. Yes! Oh, sweet. Okay. So this did save. I have a free write traveler, which is definitely one of my more, expensive things that I've ever bought, but it was for me and I knew what I was getting into and I wanted it. I'm actually going to go ahead, we're going to make a notes tab and we're going to create this because I want this in here. Notes, and today's 07/2024. Turn that off. I'm actually going to take credit for this because I wrote this today. The house is in the cover because it's in your mind. There you go. One day I will probably get like an actual commissioned cover because it feels a little goofy to not have it. Okay, so I wrote this because I needed some help to kind of collect myself of where I left off. Oh, I also need my campfire up because my campfire has where's my campfire? It has my calendar that I need. Let's see. Login. Keep that over on this side now. Keep all my login stuff on the side where it won't be picked up by the stream. That's one of the things that's probably not so great about streaming your desktop screen, is that if you don't open things on the right screen, like all your login stuff is right there, which I am super not keen on because I am a little too airheaded to, I just click, and then especially right now when I'm super duper tired. So, right, here is this. I'll pull up my calendar of events so that I can keep track. This is so Campfire is really neat and it has access to all of these different things that you can do, but I'm using the free version of everything, so I only have one calendar per project that I can biscuits. Oh man, I cannot stop yawning. There's all this other stuff in here that you can use for your writing projects, and this one I'm just using the calendar. Anyways, okay. So, where we left off in the last chapter, which I don't even really think I talked about it after I wrote it. Emma, right, so in the last chapter, they finally get the haunted game that they picked up to start working. Except that it exploded into maggots, essentially, which poor Emma, my main character, loved that. So I have a couple things planned for the future. I know for sure that we left off with Emma being super mad at her current boyfriend. How many tabs and programs do you have running at the same time? Too many. too many. I always have at least like 500 tabs. Sometimes it's because I'm looking up something. Like I go to look up a fact about something that I can't remember, or I look up how to spell something and then the tab just stays open. So I always have like biscuits. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tabs on over here. Oh man, you want to see baby me? I was looking up something earlier, and I was trying to look up how long I've been doing YouTube. Look at this. This is me. That's me as a little baby. I'm looking at the wrong screen. My camera's here. This is me as a teensy baby. Look at me. I'm so awkward. I'm so tiny. Oops, I mean to minimize that. This one. No wonder your laptop. I know. Tell me about it. It's a hefty laptop. It does really good. I think it's just that this particular. Oh, I don't want to close that. Yeah, I could close that. Oops. I'll close it. It's fine. The current stream is lower than the recommended bitrate. We recommend you use a stream of 6800. Look, YouTube. It's a blog. I mean, a vlog. I am, at most, this is like the fanciest thing that I'm showing on the screen. And I'm sure it doesn't look great. I'll pet my bat. Hello, bat. You're very cute. Oh, heavens. That is not keeping up with it. And it actually looks like it's running decently. Like, the stream doesn't look like garbage. It doesn't look garbo. I'm going to pause that so that it's not going at the same time. I don't know. Anyways, so... Oh, yeah, we should set up... Hang on. I have my... Nope, wrong one. Nope, wrong one. To do. Wrong one. This one. Okay, oh, so we need to write 014... And we'll pull up our timer, put that away. I think we can start right off the bat, do some writing. We're almost good with the first Dracel, which I will accept. I wrote this today, so I'm going to go ahead and accept that. Baby Darkovica still have better frame rate than your webcam. Yeah, my poor webcam. This is for sure suffering because of the game. I think if I turned off that game that I've got going, or that I should say software, it's not really a game, my camera would instantly run so much better, but it's because I'm using like the built-in webcam, which I'm sure isn't very great. It's good enough. Okay, so I want to... We're going to go back to file 14. Okay, so let's go ahead and start this. We'll do 3 runs for now. That's 20, 40, 60. That's about an hour. So, oh, excuse me. All right, yeah. So this is the meat of it. I'm going to start writing. The other thing that I have that I thought might be fun, and we could run that instead of the lo-fi, which I could also have this going so that, you know, you guys aren't just staring at me while I type. I don't know what the best thing to do for something like this is, you know. Genuinely don't know, like, if I should have that visible. Should I have my writing visible? Do you guys want to watch the words slowly crawling across the screen? Morton Jenkins Subway. Yeah, but jank is a channel quirk. There we go. It's a excuse me. Channel, I can't think of the word I want. Staple. There we go. It's a staple of the channel. For nothing to ever work. Professionalism, who's she? Anyways, let's see. We can decide on other ideas. I also got this other kind of protection. No. Oh gosh, what's the word? You'd think as a writer that I would remember words. Productivity. It's another productivity thing. Only this one is a little aquarium, and it runs across the bottom of the screen, which means I would need to move my face, of course. But I thought that would be another really cool thing to have running during the stream. It has music too, but it's not spooky music, but I don't know if that matters. So that's another option that I could do. It's just a cute little aquarium that sort of slowly builds itself up over time and has little animations that play. I don't know. We can always figure it out. We'll think of something, I'm sure. But for now, I should probably start writing because I started that timer. Half the timer is going to be me just talking about what I could be doing. Okay. Let me think. Oh, I don't have a name for this. Ah, biscuits. I know what to do. Did I put a date on the last one? Yeah, it was the 12th. Okay, so this one should still also be the 12th. That's what I'm looking for. checking the timer. Okay, well that's that. I can imagine people not understanding. They're like, wow, I guess, yeah, this chapter is probably not as good as the rest. Okay, so we're at 509 words so far for this chapter. I am trying to describe this game, and it is both hard and simple because I have generally enough information about old game handheld consoles that I have, I think, too much information, and I don't necessarily need to use it to describe what is happening in this. So of course that is causing something very goofy to kind of happen. I want to see. Let's go have her sit in the bay window so we can see the pumpkins. Yeah, boy, look at them pumpkins. No, not the music. We want the sounds. If we turn off the rain, we can now see outside pretty good. We have thunder going as if it's in the distance. So we can put some wind. There we go. Excuse me. I always find conflicting information on whether or not I should reference a Game Boy, like the actual Nintendo Game Boy. I don't really want the console to be a Game Boy because I think if I did that, that might be a little legally indistinct, a little legally gray area. And Nintendo is known for their very happy desire. They're more than happy to send out cease and desists. So I am not keen on flagging a cease and desist because I stuck a Nintendo Game Boy in my horror story about haunted video games and maggots and flies and dead kids. So I have a feeling that Nintendo would not like being mentioned in it. So I'm trying to avoid the word Game Boy, but at the same time referencing it enough so that people would know what I'm talking about. The game in question in this story is a gray. I pictured the original Game Boy, like a game, like the gray brick that was the Game Boy. That was actually my first game. I got my brother left it to me after he moved out with his girlfriend, then wife. Very quickly after they got married. I can't remember if they got married before they left or if they got married after they left. I can't remember. Anyways, I was very little. So I picture the original Game Boy. Hi, Lord Magma. Welcome. I picture the original Game Boy. Oh yeah, we're supposed to be relaxing. She can sit and knit. I want to be able to see the pumpkins outside her window. They're too beautiful to not have them front and center. I was considering deleting my save file since I lost all of my my stuff, but I just haven't decided yet. So if I do one of these streams and we come in and my character has been completely reset, we'll know why. So what was the thing? Oh yeah, the game. So I'm trying to describe this game. It's not a Game Boy because I know for sure that Nintendo would not like that if I made an actual book that I was trying to publish. Because I do have plans after I finish this. I may go through and edit it a little bit and kind of tighten it up. And then I might stick it on KDP and Kindle Unlimited. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. But I may also just keep it on... Hi, Crystal! Welcome! Boy game. Well, so remember, this game is handmade. So the other thing that's important about this game is that it's not manufactured. In the previous chapter, we had a character who made a big point of saying that it looks like it's been handcrafted, hand put together. The casing is made of what looks like a very, like, well cast resin casing and very carefully painted. So it looks completely clear. The Soulja Boy, yes! I thought about the Soulja Boy. I made that joke with Brent. I was like, we were talking about this story, and he was like, "You sure you want to put a haunted game in?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be the Soulja Boy." And he was like, "No." Hi, Raccoon. Welcome. Oh, there goes my break. But I was talking earlier, since we have more people here. I know I have this going on in the background, and I could absolutely keep this going with this music and this beautiful pumpkin scenery and my little baby bat. I also have this other thing that I picked up a little bit ago. I have a thing for like production apps and idle games right now. Productivity, not production. Productivity. This one is something that runs across the bottom of the screen, and it's just a little aquarium. It's super cute, and it plays music, but not creepy music. So that's why I haven't been doing this one, because I'm writing a horror story. So I just thought horror, lo-fi Halloween beats would be fun. But yes, what happened? But also just want to watch and chill. I know the feeling. Trust. You got that backwards. It doesn't. So the game doesn't have a name on it. It is handmade, and the reason I decided today, because I was having a little bit of trouble figuring out how I was going to tie all of this together, because we have a dead serial killer who was executed recently. I thought about the fact that executing people isn't. I don't even know if it's. Are there states that still do the death penalty? So this is what I'm talking about. This is why I wind up. Are there still states that do the death penalty? 21 states have the death penalty. Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, North Carolina, Oklahoma, wow, South Carolina, South Dakota, Texas, Utah, and Wyoming. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It seems like mostly to the south. Oklahoma's in a funny place. We're like Midwest. Oh yes, it's 2136, as if I speak 2100. Yeah, it's about 936. Utah's a tiny bit of a surprise, yeah. So anyways, we have a dead serial killer who's finally put to the death penalty. Following his death, the girls who originally got him caught die. A grisly, nasty death that follows his original pattern. So I've been trying to figure out exactly how to explain this, and of course the idea is he could be killing people from beyond the grave, but I don't necessarily want to tie in that tightly to it. Like, I don't want it to be that supernatural. So I thought, what if he has an accomplice that was never caught? Because in the original, early chapters, I mentioned the fact that there was a video game found at the crime scene. At every single crime scene, this video game. And in 15 years prior, which is when all of these events originally happened, the game was obviously not very fancy, and it was a very low-res screen and a little more close to a Game Boy itself. So this accomplice exists, and they mentioned that they could never really figure out what the game was meant for. They could never figure out what it was for, what it did, who was leaving it, because it was at every single murder like a calling card, but then there were also the flies and the maggots that were present at every single murder. And so they just felt like the game didn't fit to the crime scene and to the killer. Biscuits. So I had this idea. Of course, I have gone the route of referencing or theming my serial killers or basing them off of real serial killers, specifically Henry Lee Lucas, and I can't remember the second one's name, but if I read his backstory, I'd know it immediately. I also based this a little bit on Edmund Kemper, who I found out is still alive. He is in prison. Dude, I can't even explain what that dude did, or YouTube would have my live stream shut down. Edmund Kemper, but the thing that I'm basing it off of with Edmund Kemper is that he is such a weird case following being arrested. Like, he's in his 70s now. He's still in prison. And several times over the years, and I mean several, like many times, he's been up for parole. And yeah, probably for the best. Edmund, is there like a PG way that I could explain what he did? Edmund Kemper, like many serial killers, was known, or not, he grew up in a very broken home. He had his mother, and his mother was just awful to him. He was 6'9". He grew up to be very, very tall, very big, and his mother constantly belittled him about it. It is, when you do this kind of research, it is really sad how much of this is clearly based off of the fact that parents were just not good parents. Like, looking at it as a mom, you look at these serial killers and you're just, you regret deeply that these parents could not be actual parents. Oh, thank you. I completely forgot about the Discord too. My Discord's probably, yes, the co-ed killer. Yes, that's the one. That's Edmund Kemper. He is shockingly elucid. I don't think that's the word. I guess lucid. He is like, he's got a ton of introspection for all of the horrific, like, I mean, genuinely horrific things. Dude bro killed his mother after, okay, hang on. He got sent to an insane asylum, and then he met a dude there who had some very sick fantasies, and they kind of like befriended each other. And Edmund Kemper at that time was young, and he listened with like rapt attention to this dude's very twisted fantasies. Like, that's about as far as I could get with that. And then when they like brought him up to the board, he was like seen as having an extremely high IQ and very, very well spoken, very put together. And so they were like, yeah, he's totally fine. And he was like, hey, don't release me. And they were like, no, you're fine. And they released him back into his mother's custody, which was a horrific idea. And then he actually went up to the board again later because he was due for a review, and they wanted to make sure that he was still okay and sane. And he passed with flying colors, left the interview, got into his car, and then drove off to go dispose of the body that was in his trunk while he was doing this interview. Like, okay, who dropped that ball? Dude bro killed his mother. I should do a true crime podcast and just talk like that. I mean, I'm not saying that I wouldn't, and I'm not saying that I would. I just found out that there's like an ability to make podcasts just directly onto your channel, so I'm not saying that I wouldn't. But dude bro killed his mother. I use dude way too much in everything. It's my most Los Angeles quality of me. But anyways, so dude bro killed his mother, and among all of the very twisted, nasty things he did following the death of his mother, he took her basically where, like, was it her larynx? I think it was her larynx. He took her larynx, or whatever her vocal cords were, and he put them in the disposal. And when he tried to grind it up, the sink spat it back out at him. And he said later something like, yeah, that makes sense. And I'm like, oh no. But like, my dog just killed his bro killed his mom. Anyways, so then he also called her and then he took his mother's head and sat it on the fireplace, called her best friend to come over and killed her too, and then did some more terrible things. And then afterwards was like, maybe I shouldn't have done all of this, and then took off. And then finally was like, I shouldn't be running. And then walked up to a phone booth and called the police back home and was like, hey, yeah, I killed my mom. And he was really good friends with all of the police, because of course he was, because they're always super charismatic. And they were like, haha, that's funny. And he was like, no, I really did. You need to go check it out. And they were like, haha, that's funny. He goes, no, I really did. You need to go check it out. It's at my house. There's tons of proof there. I've also killed a bunch of other people. And they were like, dude, that's not funny anymore. And he goes, no, I'm like dead serious. Please go check out my house. And they went, and he was just sitting at the phone booth when the police showed up, and he was like, hi, yeah, I'm here. Put her head on the fireplace. I feel like that's the least worst part. It's kind of like the rules of Writathon, right? The rules of Writathon are that I cannot be sexually explicit, but I can have gore and violence. So what I'm writing is legal for Writathon because there's no sex, but I have an explicit description of dead bodies in a house in my story, and that's totally fine. Whatever. So anyways, yeah, that was Edmund Kemper. He is super bizarre. He was in prison alongside Mullen, who was he was called the Die Song Killer because he was psychotic. So he had a psychosis where he believed in something called the die song. And it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's not like this very deep lore. He's literally like, yeah, there's this song that people sing, and people sing it, and then when you sing it and people around you will die. That's basically it. He was not all there. I didn't I was trying to point to my head. So he was in prison alongside Edmund Kemper, and he would just sing all the time. And so Kemper would get really annoyed, and so he would like bully Mullen every time he sang. And then if Mullen didn't, or he behaved, Kemper would give him a treat. And it got to the point where Mullen started asking for permission to sing, and Kemper was like, yeah, I trained him, and did some reprogramming. So he was very manipulative. He was not okay. And he kept going up for parole and getting denied parole. And I think partly because he was like, don't parole me. Because and he's had a lot of parole meetings. I mean, like, potential parole. This dude could have been released out of prison. And half of them he was like, nah. And he waived it. He waived the right to parole. It's so weird. Here's Sherbert, the host of the Expert in True Crime broadcast. Oh, God.
Hello, yes, this is Margaret. I'm here to tell you about the co-ed killer. He killed his mother. Can you believe him? What a rude little boy.
Oh, God. That sounds awful. Anyways, I digress. I have spent nearly my entire timer talking about this, but I also based it off of Henry Lee Lucas. Henry Lee Lucas's childhood is heartbreaking. It is, and I'm not saying this as in I'm like, oh, these poor serial killers. Like, nah, these people are monsters. I just want to remind people that this is true evil. We are looking into the face of true evil. And one of the hardest things about serial killers is that and I read this in my book, and it's so true. You can look back on a serial killer's childhood and say, oh yeah, I can see why he's like that. But you cannot look at a child now and say he's definitely going to be a serial killer, because that's just simply, you can't. You cannot 100% nail it down like that. There are so many children who have had horrible childhoods who have grown up to be completely normal, if completely fine, great people. And then there are people who had horrible childhoods and became serial killers. So this dude Bro also killed his mother. Well, actually, I don't know if he did. I forget. He probably did. His mother would have deserved it. I shouldn't say that. That's not nice. I shouldn't say that. That's not good. Don't say that. She was not a nice lady. I'll give you that much. So her husband worked at a factory, and after an accident, he lost his legs. And the people around them called him No Legs, which we have not, as a people, we have never been okay. Oh, he did. Okay, yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm very not surprised, and you will agree in a minute. So his mother would, ridicule his father and him, and his brother, I think. Was it half-brother? I forget already. The important aspect of this is that she would do paid. She would do the do and get paid to do the do. There we go. There's a throwback. And she would force her husband to watch until he would get sick and drag himself out of the room. He refused crutches, so he would drag himself everywhere, which I almost feel like his wife had to have some kind of hand in that. And at the very last, it was winter when she made him do this again. And he finally dragged himself out of the room, dragged himself into the snow, and laid there until he got pneumonia and died. So he basically just gave up on life, which is really sad. And then this woman turned and started doing the exact same thing to her kids. To Henry Lee Lucas, he was already showing the signs, animal torture and stuff like that. But whenever there was an animal on their farm that he became attached to, she would notice and then proceed to torture it in front of him and make him watch as she killed it, if she noticed that he was too affectionate or too liked an animal on the farm too much. So yeah, that's sucky in the extreme. And so obviously there are some other things that he got into that we're not going to talk about at all because it's not a safe place to do so. A live stream is not a good place to talk about the finer details of serial killers, I tell you what. But yeah, so poor Henry Lee Lucas did not have a good time. There's another serial killer who also I'm gonna reference with my second dude, my now accomplice. I can't remember his name, but I know I'd recognize it the second I looked at it. He had, I believe his mother was an alcoholic. She ran out and left him with his dad, who got remarried, and the dad wanted nothing to do with him. He did not like that this boy was around. End of the break. Just gonna keep steamrolling through it. Whenever his son would wet the bed, he would hang the sheets out the window so the world would see that he was a bedwetter, and then he would send his son to school with a target on his back that said "kick here." So, dad of the year. And then one of my, how do you word this? One of the funny but not funny, like hee hee, more like, oh, that's really sad but also funny things about this is that after the killer was caught, they were trying to get word from the stepdad, like, oh, your son's been, or not stepdad, he was a dad. Your son's been sentenced to being, since there's a death penalty. And the dad was quoted as basically saying, I don't care about him. Would you leave me alone? I just want to move on. Or no, he didn't even say that. He was like, would you leave me alone? I just want to be left alone. I don't care. They can do whatever they want to him. Like, dad of the year. Like, again, this is one of those things. You can look at it and go, oh yeah, I see why that happened. I see why it went that way. But you can't look at a child and then go, oh yeah, that's definitely, because you just can't. He may not. The child may not become a serial killer in spite of having maybe all of the recipe for it, the rest of the, the foundation. It's dark. It's a dark subject. I tell you what, it's a dark subject. And sometimes when I'm writing, I'm like, should I be writing about this? I don't know. Should I be doing this? I don't think I should be doing this. I don't think this is right. So, Anyways, I should probably get on with this before this thing times out on me. If I can complete some of this, let's do most progress. Yeah, nothing's finished. Part of the problem is that I have to do 44 of these guys. They're super cute, but man, 44. Fill it up. At least they're 100 words, but still. So let's pop back over to writing. Yeah. That's about right for serial killers. You look them up and you go, wow, cool, I regret this. There's another dude that stuck with me when I was doing this research, and I had to sit and just kind of, I don't know, I just kind of broke. Just fax machine noises up there. He kept prostitutes locked up in his basement and tortured them. And because they were prostitutes, it took a very long time for anyone to ever find them because they were considered obviously lesser than if they weren't prostitutes, which this dude knew, and it's why he picked them, and that's sad. So they were in a pit, I think. Kept them in a pit, if I remember correctly. I haven't looked that one up in a while. I don't think I can. And then of course you have John Wayne Gacy, and you have that. There's too many. It's too many. Have you seen Making a Murderer? Oh man, no. I bet it's gonna be really sad though, because I mean all of these stories are just so sad to think of a child going through those things. And again, you're like, yeah, you know what? I see why it happened. I hate that it happened. You're still evil, but like you are a created evil, There's very, very few, I think, that have no signs in their childhood or life as to why they turned out that way. Very, very, very few. They all have something that sets them there, the ones that don't. Oh, really? Interesting. I'll have to look that up. Anyways, I should probably, okay, I'm gonna pop back into this. Where is there it is. There we go. Right on time. So I got distracted because I was looking at the pumpkins. I love this. I love this way more than I should. These cute little pumpkins through the window. They're phenomenal. Where is my... There it is. Okay. Interesting. I hate stories like that where you find out that they're totally innocent. Hi! Yes, I am here. We're doing a write-a-thon, so this may not be the most exciting stream, and you are totally allowed to just, like, dip out. I am about to just start writing for 15 minutes, which is basically just staring at the screen while we have some lo-fi beats in the background playing with some fun sounds and pumpkins in the distance. So, lo-fi Halloween beats. I am writing a horror story, so, and there's talk of serial killers, just... you know, laying that out on the board so that everybody knows that that's the subject of the game. But anyways, I'm gonna get to typing so I could try to eke out this chapter tonight to get it posted. If I could hit 1,500, then we should be pretty good. Let me see. Let me get to my author dashboard. I want to see where I'm at for the 2,500 milestone. We're doing pretty good. I'm at 32% of the way through, which I am very pleased with. So... anyways. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted to say. The last 30 minutes of not writing. Yeah, I know. the last 30 minutes of not writing, but talking about my writing. So it was still, you know. No worries, my dude. No worries. No offense, even if it was based off of me. This is not a fun subject for many, and I would not hold it against you if you did dip, because, you know. Again, I take no offense for just about anything. Like, I'm not sitting here thinking like, excuse me, why don't you want to hear about serial killers? I'm the one talking about them. Like, no, that's not. I'd be like, yeah, you know what? I totally understand. Please have a lovely day. Do not sit and have nightmares because of me. Duh. Let's see, where was I? Buildings are represented as silhouettes with white outlines. I will fix this. No, I better fix it now. We don't need that. here. That's true. Yes, that is very true. You did send me horror novels. That is 100% true. You're right. I am silly. And I finally got around to House of Leaves, which I actually was just about to say, this is not for you. I was gonna reference House of Leaves with that. House of Leaves is really cool. I had to take a break from it. House of Leaves is really cool. If you guys want to read a really cool epistolary-ish novel, House of Leaves is really neat. I'm Darkovica, very fair. Let me think. All right, what do I want this? What do I want to be revealed here? What am I aiming for with this? Let me think. No, that's too soon. It is. I need to get back into it. I particularly like the whole Navidson event. Obviously, I'm reading the whole thing. I am skipping nothing. It does get a little intense reading. Oh god, I forgot his name. What's his face's experience? There's a ton of violent sex in that. But I love the Navidson report. Oh man. Although I am reading the whole thing. I'm not skipping anything, which is also why I had to take a break. Let me think. Sorry, that wasn't related. I'm unable to decide what I want to be revealed here. I don't want to reveal a major point. Like, I don't want this to be the revelation that there is actually an accomplice who was never caught. Oh no, you're fine. Don't worry about it. That's not on you. I picked up on it pretty quickly, and I still really like it. Like, it is such a cool experience. I also got super into it because of the whole thing going around with the Doom save. The Doom... Oh, there's a word for it. You know, they modded Doom and created a game that is House of Leaves, essentially. And it is nuts. It is crazy. There is so much hidden in that game. And there's also, like, the external part to it where they wrote, like, blog entries. And the blog entries are all dated over the course of, like, several years that line up with the game itself. It's like a whole thing. It's pretty crazy. The whole account that released that game is in itself part of the lore behind the game. They put so much effort into it. It's nuts. Anyways, I digress. Sorry, got distracted. I already forgot what it's called. I was super into it. I watched like 8 videos on it, and they were all very long videos. I don't want something major to be revealed here. Like, I don't want them to have the ability... I don't even want the readers to have the ability to know that there is an accomplice right now that was never caught. I better hurry up. Oh, I got 12 minutes. Whoops. There you go. Wrong button. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, dude. Of course, of course. Absolutely. I know, I'm sorry I don't go on Discord all that much anymore these days. I mostly just mostly just shut down at the end of the day. You can even like my brain is firing on like no cylinders. The like I did a live stream yesterday and then today I start the live stream and I'm just like, hi, I exist. That's true. You just worked out the whole story. Well, now you have to read how it happens. See? You know, but you don't know how. And I don't know how either. Crystal is passing out. I know. The lo-fi does not help keep me awake, I tell you what. Oh. My timer stopped and then didn't restart. That's fine. I'll finish this one and then we can start like another one. Oops. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, well. Oops. I accidentally just pasted the notes from my previous file. So I just beat like a couple monsters on accident. Whoops. Copy paste does work in this. So this word count is not accurate. Do not pay attention to that word count. Oops. It's pretty easy to cheat in For the Words, but I mean it's all about honor. Like there's no real, you don't win anything. There's not like, you're not winning money. So at the end of the day, if you want to like join this app and then just like copy paste things forever, you could. It just wouldn't get you anything, like at the end of the day. You'd level up your character, I guess, if you just kept doing that, but it's not really like, I agree with them not like policing that harder. It's just, it doesn't matter. Oh yay, I finally got this one. Still need to do this one. And I need to do some multiplayer ones, but those are hard anyways. You could. That's true. Actually, I don't know if multiplayer is possible on the free version. I know that, so there's a free version and a paid version of For the Words, and I forget, because they just started that. It used to always be paid. So I don't know what is capable of the paid. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. My bad. Yeah, anybody can join the multiplayer thing. It's totally doable. It's just weird. The reason I said that it's weird and kind of hard is because the last time I did multiplayer, the first time I did it, I got this other person paired with me. And when someone joins in on multiplayer, the word count on the monster changes to reflect how many people are in the multiplayer fight. So, excuse me. The thing about the multiplayer fight is that everybody receives, so there's like a total word count that has to be hit, and then each player receives a smaller word count portion, so it's all divided out equally so that everybody has like a fair share that they have to contribute towards beating the monster. The first time I did it, I got a player who didn't write anything the entire battle, and then only up until the very end wrote like 109 words, which I now realize was copy paste. And then in the second fight, that person joined again, and I got another person. And me and that other person, we wrote at roughly the same speed. And it was a constantly increasing word count. And the third person never wrote anything until just about the very end, when they wrote 109 words again. And I was like, why are you in here if you're not gonna like actually write? What is the point of being here? They initially asked if we could do like a different monster, but you know, after we did the one that I needed, and I was like, yeah, sure, that's fine. I understand needing to hit quests and stuff, but it was just really weird. And then I finally realized, I was like, this person is just sitting in these multiplayer battles to get the credit for them and the items. Like, that's kind of, I mean, like, that's super bizarre too, because like, I had made it, I know. I mean, it's weird though, because like I turned off copy paste, so there's no way that it could be copy paste unless they were just writing the same word over and over and over again. I guess I could see someone just sitting and writing the same way. Nah, it's okay. It is fun to do when you get someone else who is actually like doing it, and it feels like, oh yeah, are we gonna make it? But it was just those 2 times that were really like, I was like, oh man, are you kidding me? The first time I do this and I get someone who's just bumming off of us, like, come on. The site is so like childish, not child, I shouldn't say childish. It's so simplistic, and there's no reason to cheat that it just feels really weird to not carry your weight if you're gonna do something like that. I don't know. Like I said, there's no prize money, so I don't know what the point is. Just coming in and sitting and letting other people do the work. It's like, we're not getting graded for this. I digress. I want to try and finish this so I can post it. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Scared the heck out of me. If you die in the game, you die in real life, except you don't just go back to your dorm. Except you don't, you just, yes! John. If you die in the game, you die in real life, except you don't, you just go back to your dorm like Call of Duty. I think that's JonTron, right? That sounded, I can hear JonTron. If you die in the game, you die. Or is that, or am I thinking of something else? I'm thinking of the Chick Track episode where he was doing, where he was talking about, was it Dark Dungeons? I already forgot. I've forgotten everything. Now I'm second guessing myself. And third guessing. Okay, I have to do, let's see. My dude Keith is definitely a little stereotypical, but I kind of want him to be. I'm also... I'm going to give him a point where he has a moment to... What's the word I'm looking for? Because obviously if he's just a major jerk, we don't want him to appear like, well, okay, why is Emma with him at all? Because we want there to be some reason why she's attracted to him. Playing games with an evil witch who is definitely college age. Why does that guy have smoke coming out of his nose? That's weird. I think that's what it was. Yeah, I think that's how it goes. Oh man, it's been a minute. And now I'm gonna go watch JonTron after this. So some of those JonTron, man, Brent and I used to rewatch those all the time, and then we just quote them at each other constantly at random occasions. There's some that I think we still quote. I can't, it has to be in the moment, but like we quote JonTron videos all the time. They're just so quotable and so repeatable. They're so beautiful. Perfect. Technically speaking, I probably shouldn't end these with end transmission because it's not technically a transmission. It's just a transcript of a recording. Why would you do any of that? Yes! Oh my god, we quote that one all the time. But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that? We quote that one all the time. I used to send GIFs to him to, oh man. Hey, oi, come here. JonTron GIFs. Let's see. There has to be. Oh, this one. I don't get it. I get it. I don't get it. Am I dead yet? Oh my gosh, these are glorious. They're so amazing. Oh, this one. There we go. Oh my gosh, they're so perfect. JonTron reaction GIFs, sorry, are flawless. Oh no, no. There's so many of these that are just amazing. I have several questions. Oh my gosh, finally a game system for me. Oh my gosh, no, I will laugh over JonTron references for like the next hour. Let's do, oh, here we go. We need to do a new chapter, and this is going to be file 014. What did I call it? It begins anew. No. Let's call it, you know what, let's keep it simple. Let's call it NPC. I think that's a good idea. Nope. There we go. Keith will have a redeeming moment. Sort of. The no-neck joke. I know what you're trying. When you're writing, it looks like you're sleeping because we can't see your eyes because of the reflection of your glass. It's very anime. Just have my glasses turn like white. Oh no, I can't. I don't think I can get them to do it. But I should just make me look like anime. What was my previous chapter? Hang on. Open that up in a new tab. Oops. What was my poll from this one? I can't remember. Did Edmund Kemper murder his mother? Oh, very on. Yes. Edmund Kemper definitely did murder his mom or his mother. And that's all I think I'm allowed to say on that topic. We'll add another poll. Henry Lee Lucas. He was the confession killer. I guess I shouldn't have said that because that's what I was going to, He was the confession killer. What was Henry Lee Lucas called? The Daydream Killer. I'm trying to think of a word that sounds like confession, but isn't so similar. Like, you know what? Let's do the contraception killer. That sounds really bizarre. The confession killer. Was he really though? Like, let's make sure that that's not something that was just kind of come up with. It's on Wikipedia, but let's, you know. What? Oh. They're often psychopaths. Oh dear. The vibe killer. Hey, Symphonia. The vibe killer. Oh my god. I am absolutely. I mean, that kind of sounds like an amazing serial killer. Could you imagine? Could you imagine, like articles? The vibe killer? You're killing my vibes. Oh my god, no, I'm sorry. I'm trying to... Okay. Why was he called the confession killer? Admission is synonymous with confession. Yeah, I think he's called the confession killer because he kept confessing over and over and over again. The serial killer. Oh my god. That's a good one. I like that. Let's put that one too. Why not? I feel like half of these are gonna get picked because they're funny. There we go. My chapter is published. We're up. Glorious. Let's also really quickly, I just want to look at my Writathon written count. Yeah, boy, 20,000. We are almost at that first milestone. I am very excited. Admission is admitting to something. I mean, yeah. I'm still absolutely in love with the vibe killer. It's glorious. All right. I think we're doing fairly well, in all honesty. I did a goof with my file 11. I posted it. Oh no, I posted file 10, and then I immediately, because I wrote them back to back, and actually I wrote them as one file, and then I felt like the file was way too long, so I separated them between file 10 and file 11. So then I posted file 10, and then as you can see, immediately posted file 11, and I was like, that is like, I should not post these back to back. So I deleted it and then set it to schedule to post at 8. Bro is killing my vibe by killing me. I'm so pissed. I mean, could you imagine there's a Ouija board sim scene and that's what happens? I mean, that would be kind of funny. I'm just saying. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream here. But yeah, I think we're doing really good. I don't think I'm gonna live stream tomorrow or on the weekend. I think I'm gonna try and nuke out some chapters on tomorrow and the weekend because Brent took tomorrow off, so we are probably going to take the kids out to either like the aquarium or the zoo or something like that. I haven't decided yet, which means by the time nighttime comes around, I'm going to be floored. So hopefully by Monday we'll see if I have if I have 25,000 by Monday. If I can get 25,000 before that milestone due date, I will be extremely happy. Oh, here we go. Here's my dashboard. I think it's the 11th. I already forgot. Yeah, no, it's the 16th. So we are well ahead. We have 9 days for me to get 5,000 more words out, and then I'll have hit milestone 1. I'm pretty sure I can do that. And then I will be on the list. The list that gets posted says this list will be announced to everyone. It says, for the spirit of the challenge and to inform the other authors and readers of your participation. Oh, yeah, that's right. We add that, which I already did, in the description of your story. I don't know if I was supposed to put the brackets. I just put participant in the Royal Road Writathon challenge. But if you complete this milestone by the deadline, you will count as the winner of this challenge, even if you didn't make it in time for the first milestone. And then you receive 1 month of author premium, which gets me a fun, fancy border, which will probably be Christmas themed, because I definitely will not get that in time for the Halloween one. Let's see. Just trying to find the bit where it says hot biscuits. And it will show the fictions that are seriously participating in this challenge to make it easier for readers to find those stories, which I'm very, very, very excited about. You can do older fiction. It's just the only thing that happens is that it will only count the words you write starting from the moment that Writathon begins. So if you were to submit the story to Writathon, it will completely ignore everything that you've written up to that point and only count everything that comes after it. And then if you have like a backlog, you're supposed to post your backlog first and then enter the Writathon. Obviously, they're not going to police that. It's all very much like an honor-based system, which is this right there. So there you go. Writathon. I am absolutely loving this. I wouldn't mind doing... I mean, there's a second one in April, which is not going to say here, but I believe it's April something. It happens again in April, and I'm definitely going to do that. But yeah, I think the next time that I will probably live stream is probably Monday. I don't have a set schedule in stone for this. I'll probably... it sounds terrible. I will probably decide that day if I'm going to decide to live stream the next day. Just because sometimes I get to the end of the day and I am wiped. I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old and they're full of energy. God bless them. Thank God they are. But it does wipe me out by the end of the day. I wouldn't have it any other way, but you know, I'm still quite tired. So anyways, thank you to everyone who showed up. I genuinely appreciate you. I genuinely appreciate you guys so much. I keep accidentally almost docking stuff. I guess I could actually dock this. Yeah, that actually looks really nice. I don't know why I wasn't docking that. All right, cool. Well, anyways, I just... Although, there's like, I think there's a comment that I can't see now. No, I don't want to do that. Hello? I don't... Oh, yeah. Alright, never mind. I won't dock it. It cut off the bottom chat, so now I won't dock it. Anyways, I digress. I got distracted, as per usual. What else is new? Call this the distraction live stream. I will see you guys next time. Again, thank you so much, everybody, for showing up. Sorry my face cam moves like I am doing the robot. It just doesn't watch, like, if I shut this off... Oh, hey, cool, I leveled up. Might as well. We'll do that on stream. I know. I can't believe how old they are. Lorelai is already 1.5. I need to really quickly check that off. Yee boy. Okay, and then write 015. Glorious. Beautiful. You'll love to see it. And now I have monies, which means we can either buy stuff for my outfit or we could decorate my room, which is what I want to do. Beach. Okay. I quote Jenna Marbles all the time too. I kind of want to get this black bed, and then I kind of want to get a new bedspread. I am not sure what, but I definitely... Oh, stop. Kill me. Okay, we're getting the orange. Glorious. Beautiful. Ooh, these have little stuffed animals in them. That's so cute. We'll stick with the black. I don't want to spend too much money. Oops. Oh. What do we got? Pumpkins. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Jenna Marbles. I will stick around just long enough to sit here and spend all of my just earned monies on freshly unlocked glorious... Do I want that or do I... No, I want the candles. Oh, hell yeah. I can't see it though. Oh, here it is. Some of these are so cool. No, I want this. No, do I want the green one? I kind of want the green one. Beautiful. I absolutely want a new share. Maybe we should do orange. No, that's not very orange, is it? We should probably do purple. I feel like purple goes the best. Give me a Halloween rug. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh my gosh. I feel like that's very fitting, but we should probably do like, yeah. No. Well, I feel like the red stands out more. Although I also really like the pumpkin. Oh no, I like all of these. We'll do that one. That's fine. Do I have a Halloween bookshelf? No, I don't think I do. It's fine. I think that's fine. I feel accomplished. Oh, cool. I have that, so I could use it on multiple things. Excellent. Yeah, that's perfect. That's beautiful. There we go. Flawless. Oh, wait. I didn't change. This table needs to be changed. Ah, it's fine. Let me go buy an outfit. I lost all of my progress on this, so alas, it is just... Oh, look at her cute little pumpkin headphones. Give her a cute little orange. Stick to our purple theme that we have going on. Oh, you know what I can do? I can get a little skin for my bat. Oh, yeah, that's the one. Oh, but it's 500. Biscuits. I also lost all of the skins that I bought for all of my little pets. They're so cute, but I lost them all. I feel like I need to start over. Oh, this one's new, I think. So is this one, I think. They're so cute. Bat. Oh, well. I guess I'll save my monies. I guess. Alright, cool. Thank you, everyone, for coming and chilling. I genuinely appreciate y'all for hanging out and coming by. Seriously. I really appreciate you guys coming back. I appreciate you all. I'll say it. I'll say the word appreciate until it doesn't sound like a word anymore. I don't know. I can't think. My brain isn't working. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for hanging out. And I will see you guys next time. Good night.